And now for something completely different. Woohoo! Hey y'all, I just discovered something that is going to revolutionize people's gardens, those of us who use biochar. So I'm gonna tell you about this little tool that I got and also show you how easy it is to make one of these little biochar cookers, which will fit in your wood stove. This is so amazing. Okay, so first of all, what the heck is biochar? Well, biochar is what happens when plant materials or bones are burned in a low oxygen environment, which is exactly what one of these little cookers is able to do for us. So when biochar was first discovered and talked about, what happened was they were researching the indigenous folks from back in the day who lived in the Amazon basin, and what they realized was that there was a huge network of agriculture that was going on there, and it was sustaining large populations. And one of the most amazing things that they discovered was what they called dark earth, or terra preta. And it was the result of management of the Amazonian soils using biochar by the indigenous people. Now, this is like pre-Columbian Indians from 500 to 2500 BC. And I'll put some links below this video so you can see the story about biochar. Now, biochar creates homes for microorganisms. So by itself, it does not have any, quote, life-giving properties. It does sequester carbon into the soil. It's the inoculation of the biochar with some form of beneficial microbes which supports the plants that are growing. Now, when I was living in North Carolina, the soils there are very acidic, and I would have brush piles that I would burn. There's one YouTube channel, the guy shows how to make biochar in a large scale outside, which was fine in North Carolina. It's a rather wet environment. It's not a problem to have a big brush pile and then cover it over with dirt to sequester the plant materials away from oxygen and create the biochar. I'm now in New Mexico. It's very low water, and creating fires outside is limited. There are many days when it's high wind, you can't do it, and or you have to get permits to burn things. And then there's safety precautions and things that you have to do if you're having fires outside. However, these little cans can go in the wood stove in the house. So during the winter time, the wood stove is on, we can be creating biochar. And also outside in the yard, having one of those outdoor fire pits with a lid that contains, holds sparks and, prevents fire from spreading. These little cans could also be used in a situation like that. So I'm really excited to share this, and the original video where I found this. Please check this guy out. He is incredible with the knowledge that he is sharing. Okay, so how do you make this? Let me show you. And just to give you an idea, I'm looking at a page right now for purchasing biochar, and I see a biochar blend. 5 pounds of biochar is $41.31 for 5 pounds of biochar. Let's see, this one is another activated charcoal, biochar activated for gardening, another site, and one cubic foot for $50. So, that's like the size of a bag of potting soil. Okay, so let me show you how to make these little things. They're really cool and it's really easy. So the question is then, how do you get the microbes into the biochar? Well, one of the best ways to get microbes is in your worm composting bin. Hopefully you all are doing that. I have posted videos about my worm composting bin. This moved with me. It lives in the kitchen. Once again, no smell. It's very clean and easy to maintain, and it makes great worm compost. The worm compost is made into compost tea. The biochar can be soaked in that alternately. If you're making compost piles, the biochar can be buried in the compost pile. You just want to create the environment for the microbes to be able to get into the biochar. So I purchased this off of Amazon using the link that the other fellow provided on his YouTube channel. I can't imagine making these little biochar burners without this tool. So thanks for watching. See y'all in the next video. Till then.